Good evening, and welcome to Shea Show After Dark in the Dark. I have not done one in a while, so I said let me come on while I just have a few things on my mind. That's normally when I do this. I just gotta have something on my mind. If I don't have nothing on my mind, shit, you might not hear from me for a fucking month. The house did a video, the last video I did downstairs where I said the house is blue, and I showed you with the water chestnut and the antique white is like really transforming that house. Well, that house is special. A lot of you don't know. Somebody might have figured it out when I came outside. That's my family house. The house I grew up in. Our family moved in that house in, I want to say 1960, 1961. And it's been family owned since. My uncle stayed there. Let me say this. Over the years, from that time up to the time my uncle was there, we might have had, oh shit, maybe 5 tenants, maybe, that I can remember. And that's really good. That's when people knew the difference, the importance of, paying rent and doing what was right. So that house is really special. And my uncle just passed away. His name is Jother Woods. You can look this up on the internet. Jother, Jother Woods. And he is the creator of the plantation house. It's been featured all over the world. Some of you probably seen this and didn't say, well, who is this artist? And didn't know who it was. Well, that was my uncle, my father's brother. So he's famous all over the world. It's the plantation house. Google this thing. I'm telling you, this was like 35 years of his life putting this together. And at some point, when we get older, we get sick. So he was staying there for quite a few years. And that house, my uncle saved everything. He was an artist. He didn't throw shit away. I mean, nothing. That living room and that dining room was it's like walking through a fucking museum or something, just like pictures all over the wall and drawings on the floor, just whatever. He was just an artist. So let me tell you what happened. Now we live in the hood, right? Check this out. We're on the porch. Well, actually, Daryl's on the porch. It's summertime. Now, we in the hood. So Daryl on the porch, and here come a big old tour bus. Or a tour bus coming down the street. What the fuck is going on with this? What the fuck a tour bus going through the fucking hood for? Maybe they're just making a shortcut or something. And they pulled over down the street in this long bus. And Daryl's like, what the fuck is going on? They seen Uncle Joe on the porch. He said, what's going on, Uncle Joe? He said, oh, I set something up for some people from this university to come by and see the plantation house. He said, Uncle Joe, you can't do that. This is a house. This is not a museum. You can't do that. That thing is in the basement. He said, it'll be okay. I'm walking through, and we'll get through it real quick. Here, like 40, 50 white kids getting off the fucking bus in the hood. And it's like, oh, that was the funniest. Oh, my God, that was the funniest story. And I just trying to imagine them walking through there. I mean, because it was tight. I mean, when I say it was tight trying to get through that living room to that dining room. I mean, anywhere in that house. It was something art-related, something he made, or just, you had to step over shit. So I'm just imagining 40 to 50 white kids walking through, like, what the fuck? And then going down in the basement, to try to look at this plantation house that's so long, it's not really, it's fully assembled in the basement from one end to the other. And it is incredible. I mean, again, look, plantation house, Jother Woods. And see this thing. 35 years of his life putting this thing together. And so, like I said, he lived his last days out there. And, he lived in such a way that, that created, when people start getting older and accumulating shit, don't want to throw shit away, I mean, a house can take a real beating. a house can take a real beating without you really noticing what you're doing to the house. And it happened. So I watched that house transform, up until the day he passed. It took us a few days, to clean that place out. I didn't realize he had so much stuff as an artist. I didn't realize a lot of stuff we didn't throw away. A lot of valuable shit we did not throw away. The Plantation's house is still there. And if somebody is interested in wanting to buy that thing, because I've heard offers that my uncle said before in the past, where somebody offered me $40,000, $80,000. I said, you didn't take it? He said, no, it's worth millions. I said, Uncle Joe, I would have took $10,000 for that thing. He said, well, that's 35 years of my life. I got wrapped into that thing, and I know what that thing is worth. That's how we grew up. It shows how we grew up, the farm we was on, everything. You had to see this thing, right? And so it had this old shed. It was beautiful. You can see that it was run down. Really fucking run down, right? I said, damn. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Y'all live like that? And I told my father, I said, whew, I'm so sorry y'all had to live like that. Look at that. He said, yeah, I remember living that good. I don't know what he talking about. Oh, my God, that was the funniest shit. I said, I don't remember a place like that. And I just used to listen to these stories. At one point, he said, Schaefer, he called me Schaefer, somebody offered me $1 million for this. And you know what I told him? I said, yeah, I know what you told him. I said, sold. He said, no, I can't do that. I told that man I couldn't take $1 million for this. Uncle Joe. Oh, it was so funny. But we're going to miss Uncle Joe. He passed away, 4 months ago? Yeah, 4 months ago. So like I said, we just cleaned the place out, and we're trying to do a transformation. I'm trying to get it back to what it was when we were there, when we grew up, with the exception of the chestnut and antique white. They didn't have that back then, I'm certain. But I'm just trying to see if I can do something a little bit differently, with this. Obviously, I want to do something really, really, really over the top. You know how in those shows where they doing these $1 million homes and they have people come in and stage them and spend like $400,000-$500,000 just to stage a house? I said, damn, how come I can't make that work for me? So I'll get with people like Rent-A-Center, and they can come over and stage the houses for me, and it just shows their product on the Shea Show. I think it works, and we can show people how you can stage something, put something together, inexpensive. You don't have to have $1 million in fucking furniture. Just know how to take care of your shit. Period. And that's what Rent-A-Center brings to you. Wouldn't that be a great commercial? Oh, man. So, we'll see. Let's see if somebody pick up and run with that at some point. So, what else I want to talk about? I'm just random with this shit today, right? I don't like to get political, because you guys know I really don't like talking about that shit. So, what I'll do is I talk like indirectly around it, so I won't be on top of it, because I don't like to cover it. But when you have something to say, you have to be careful in which way you say it. So I'll say this. We have enough problems with gangs right here. Gangs right here that we can't even contain. We don't know what the fuck to do because these gangs are so fucking organized here. Let alone somewhere else. I'm talking about here. We need to find a way to deal with this problem in our own backyard. Because we sincerely have a problem. This is a crisis. What's going on in this country is a fucking crisis. Right now. And white people can't see that, or don't want to spend money on it, I should say, to come up with something else or another agenda, it just baffles me. I mean, you look at the same shit I'm looking at. You see these gangs all over the United States, just practically just fucking taking over right here. Let's put some of that fucking money and resources here to tackle this problem. Because this is a problem. It is. But you're gonna have to put money towards something to try to fix the problem. So let's be careful where we put money and where money should really go. I understand. We don't want nobody being here that shouldn't be here. And we'll take care of that. But right now, we got a problem in our own backyard. So we're going to contain it like we've been doing. We don't contain it because we got people in place for that. So while you're doing your job, you're being paid for, now we can deal with our problem here in our backyard. Let's see how we can fix this fucking problem. Let's see how we can fix this fucking mindset. And once we do that, we're back in control. And everything is the way it should be. Then people will have to come the right way. You want to be here, you're going to be here the right way because you see how we got our shit in check. We're not going to let you add on to it. That's not what you do. At all. You get the bad seed out quick. You determine who that seed is, and you go at him. Let me tell you, I went on a field trip with my granddaughter, Jazzy. Where the fuck we go? To the circus, and I was roped into this shit to be a chaperone. I said, yeah, all right, I'll try to help out. Well, my daughter said, well, all you have to do is only watch one or two kids. I said, so I gotta watch somebody else's fucking kids. She said, yeah, that's what chaperones is about. I said, no, wait a minute. I thought I had to just do Jazzy. She said, no, they're gonna put you in a group that you're gonna be responsible for. Oh, now I gotta be responsible for somebody else's goddamn kids. Oh shit, I didn't know all that. And I wanted to fucking back out, right? And Jazzy said, you still gonna go, Grandpa? Yeah, I'm gonna go. So we go. I'm sitting here in the classroom. I just walked through the fucking door. You remember, these are fucking first graders. So you don't have no big fucking tables. And they got these tiny ass fucking chairs. And she said, can I help you? I said, yes, ma'am. I'm Jazzy's grandfather, and I'm here to chaperone and go to the circus. She said, yeah, okay, have a seat, Mr. Woods. I see you on the list right here. I said, have a seat where? She said, any chair. I'm looking around. Got these tiny ass fucking chairs for these first graders, and this woman asked me to have a fucking seat, knowing goddamn well I'm 6'4". So I found a way to sit at this little bitty table and got my ass in this little bitty chair. Oh God, if that would have been on camera, you guys would have fucking rolled. And so little kids started coming over to the table and shit. And I said, shoo, go. Nobody sitting here sitting thinking a big old grown man talking to some kids. Get your ass out of here. Shit. Miss McGillicuddy, can you get them? Pookie and Ray, sit down back down somewhere. Yeah, we're going. Y'all heard us. Go sit down some fucking where, right? And so a couple more parents came in, and I'm getting fucking worried. And she said, well, she had little Pookie cut out some fucking name tags. She put her name and her number on these fucking tags with a fucking pen. You know, the pen to your fucking shirt. Here little Pookie passing them out. I'm like looking at this and said, okay, this is her name, this is her fucking number. What the fuck is this shit all about? So she says, well, if you notice, I got my name and a number on the pen. Kindly pin that to your shirts. I said, what the fuck is, what? To your shirts. She said, now, If any children give you any problem, because they know that I don't play, you call me, tell me where you are, and I'll be over there and I'll take care of it. Is that understood? Other parents, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, that's cool. Mr. Woods, yeah, you understand? I understand if I gotta call you about a fucking 3-year-old, I got a fucking problem. There's a problem somewhere. If I can't handle a 3-year, I don't fucking need to be here. So you won't be getting no call from me. I got this. I ain't gonna kill nobody, but I got this. Oh, okay. And lo and behold, I get these little girls, right? Real nice and sweet. And, oh my God, I ended up with a fucking Pookie. I said, oh, what was the fucking odds? I just knew I was going to end up with a fucking Pookie. And so I said, all right, I see this boy try to challenge me from fucking the first time he laid his fucking eyes on me. He's like, yeah, motherfucker, I got you. I'll break you too. I said, all right. And we just staring at each other. I seen the demonness in this boy's eyes and said, this boy gonna give me some shit. And I'm stuck with him. So I'm gonna have to stand on my ground. So we get on the fucking bus. I said, sit here, boy. I don't sit right here. I said, sit here, boy. He looked at me like, and he just frowned. He frowned. He realized that he being challenged. Right? Sit your ass down. You can look mean if you want to, but you gonna sit down while you doing it. So I said, this is gonna be something. This is gonna be something. And so, all the kids frolicking and looking around, playing and throwing darts and shit at each other. What the fuck they doing, right? So Pookie wants to commence in doing this shit too. I say, no. What? Said, turn around, Pookie, and sit down. Sit down, boy. And he just looked at me like, wait a minute. I said, sit down, boy. He sat his ass back down and said, oh my God, we ain't got to the fucking circus yet. So we finally get off the fucking bus. So I immediately told everybody to hold hands. Hold hands. I said, here, Pookie, hold Jazz's hand and this little girl's hand. He said, no, I ain't doing that. I said, Pookie, grab Jazz's hand and the other girl's hand. Now, I don't want to do that. I said, here's your choice, boy. You either hold their hand or you hold mine. What's it going to be? Because one or the other finna happen. All right, then, I'll hold that hand, all right, goddamn it. Because me and you, we'll go in there swinging back and forth. Yes, we will. I'll put you up. So you can tell he was pretty upset. But we time up there, I'm sitting here, this little girl, Jazz, sitting next to me, and this other girl, which I took a picture of, on my Facebook. And you can see Pookie. I'm trying to do a selfie, right? I said, come on, y'all, go in there and smile. Take this picture. I took the fucking picture. Look at the fucking picture. Look at the fucking picture. It's on my fucking Facebook. You can see that boy like, you still gonna lose. I still don't want to be around you, motherfucker. Look at his face. But you know what? I kept that boy in fucking check, and I had to because I realized they made me responsible for Pookie, and so I had to make certain I brought Pookie back the way he was, just a little bit different. When he see me, he gonna treat me different for certain, and that's what's wrong with kids nowadays. They don't respect their elders. They don't. I see this shit all the time, man. It's incredible. I mean, how can you be 18 years old and knock somebody out at 88 years old and take their fucking purse? I mean, what kind of mind thinks like that? That's a fucking monster. It is. And pass this around to somebody, because this is real. That's a monster. What happened in that person's life to be able to say, I'm going to knock this 90-year-old woman out. I'm going to knock her out and take her fucking purse and just go and stomp on her. I seen this in a fucking video at Walmart in Dearborn. But they caught that guy. I mean, who does that? You should have seen that little old white lady. Her face was bruised up. I think she was like 70-something years old, almost 80 years old. And this guy, 25, 30 years old, I think he might have been 25, attacked her. Attacked her. Trying to get in her fucking car. Google this shit. And look at that woman's face. There's no respect anymore. It has to start at an early age. You have to. You got to stay on top of these kids. Every time they do something when they're like 3 and 4, oh, that's so cute. That's a little cute. And see, when he hitting you, when he hitting back at you, he's and you're like, oh, that was so cute. No, put that shit in check immediately. It's not cute. It's not cute because the more you keep doing that shit, now 5 years old, they do some shit you know is wrong, but you think it's cute because you've been putting up with it for a long fucking time, so you got immune to what you think cuteness is. And by the time, oh my God, by the time you get 13, 14, that's young, mine is totally gone. Totally gone. They're done evolved into something else. And now the parents let this happen for so many fucking years, you can't say nothing no more about it. Fuck you. Can't do nothing about it. And then what happens? You turn them on to the fucking world. Now we got to deal with these motherfuckers because you didn't want to start from day one to say, that's not cute. That's it. You know what? Let me get ready to stop. I just want to come on just for a few minutes because I haven't been on for quite some time. And I will update everybody on what's going on with the case, which is going to be February 22nd, 2019, 36th District Court, room 234. Incredible. I can't even believe I even dealing with this shit right now. Every day I say it's a fucking dream. Every fucking day. This is a fucking dream. I cannot believe this shit. You hear about this shit with other people and their families and what they go through. And you say to yourself, damn, that's so fucked up. I sure hope that don't happen to me. And you say that shit for years. You say that shit for years and get immune to it. I sure hope that shit, and then when it happened to you, it's another level. It's another level of thought. I can get really, really deep on this, but you know what? I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to just relax and get ready to go to bed. Because I really, really want to talk to you guys a little bit more because I can get really so deep with this. Oh my God, Stop, Shane, stop. All right. I'm going to stop myself. All right, thank you for tuning in to Shea Show. I really appreciate you so much and everybody. And congratulations, Regina, once again, for being 13 years old and making the honor roll. And my favorite fan in Wisconsin, Lily, 2 years old, I believe going on 3 years old right now. Love the Shea Show. So I really appreciate that. So little young kid is watching, and I'm just trying to keep it real. So I hope somebody can understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe he said, you know what, listen to this guy. He really tried to make a fucking change, but everybody kept fucking up. Man, he needs to see this shit now. I will.